What's up, everybody? Bitcoin J, and yes, you finally get to see my face. You know, I was speaking to somebody about some other business, and we were, I guess it was Google, FaceTime. I don't know what it was called, like Google Meets. I don't know, where we had to see each other face to face, and we were, coming to terms with something. We were doing some business, and the guy says to me, he says, "You know what? What does that get that crypto?" Because that's kind of the video tagline at the bottom when we were video conferencing. I said, "Yeah, man, I got a channel, man, and we talk about crypto. I'm into crypto. I love crypto." He says, "You know what? You got a nice setup, as you can see. Spend some money on the setup." And he says, "You should show your face." He said, I checked your video out while we were talking. I checked your site out while we were talking." He said, "You should show your face because people want to connect." He says, "If you show your face, I guarantee your subscriber count goes up." I said, "You know what? Why not?" So here I am, guys, Bitcoin J in the flesh. First time you see my face on video, and I appreciate you tuning in. So you clicked this video because you've either heard about LTCN or you're curious to know what LTCN is, right? So that's what we're going to talk about. Now I have some notes, and I'm going to refer to my notes because this is important to me. I want to make sure that you get this message and I convey it the best way possible. And this whole video is inspired by a guy named Ethan Invest. That's his YouTube channel. And I'm going to leave his link in the description. This guy is impressive. He inspired me to invest in this product, or to at least look at it. This is not financial advice. You don't do anything because someone tells you to. You investigate, you do your due diligence on what someone talks about. And if you feel it is something worth investing in, then you do it. But if you make money, great. If you don't, that's on you. Don't blame nobody. All right. So I'll leave his link in the description. So what is LTCN? What is it? And why is it important to you? Well, let's check this out. LTCN is a trust. It's a Grayscale Trust. Now, Grayscale, if you don't know, is one of the larger investment firms out there. You got Blackrock, you got Vanguard. Grayscale's up there with them, but Blackrock is Big Daddy. So Grayscale has many trusts, probably like 10 or 15. Well, I'm gonna show you how many they have here shortly. But LTCN is one of the big boys. It's been around since the last war. So let's check out what my notes say LTCN is. So LTCN is a publicly traded trust providing investors with the opportunity to invest in Litecoin through traditional brokerage accounts, structured as a trust. LTCN holds Litecoin as its primary asset, aiming to reflect the performance of Litecoin's market price, minus exposed expenses and liabilities, This setup offers investors a convenient and regulated way to gain exposure to Litecoin without directly owning or managing the cryptocurrency. Now, what does that mean? Let me go to Blackrock. Blackrock controls roughly 10 trillion or more in assets, makes them the largest investment firm in the world, not the US, the world. They have their fingers and hands in everything. It's just what it is. You should if you got that much money. So when I say you have that much money, they're an investment firm. So that means people have come to them and trusted them with their money to increase their money. So they say, "Hey, Mr. Blackrock, here's my money. Here, money. Make it grow." So Blackrock has a built-in customer base. It's like, let's say, if a musician had an email for everybody that ever bought their record. Let's say Beyonce, because Beyonce is, it's just Beyonce, You don't even need to say nothing else. Just one word name, Beyonce. It's like Snoop Dogg. That's 2 words. Or Dre, Eminem, the list goes on. So the point I'm making is, what if Beyonce had the email to every single person ever who bought her record or one of her records? And then now she has that information stored. So anytime she would come up, well, let's just say she made a t-shirt, a $10 t-shirt. And she hit the email list saying, hey, I just released my t-shirt. How powerful is that? Do they trust her? Absolutely. Have they spent money with her before? Absolutely. So why wouldn't they spend money with her again? Same thing with Blackrock. So Blackrock has a built-in customer base. What you may not know is Blackrock just recently they pushed the government. I think it was strictly them, but it was all the powers that be, all the big boys, or big girls. I want infinity. Blackrock, Vanguard, Grayscale, the list goes on, to push the government to pass a Bitcoin ETF. Why is a Bitcoin ETF so important? Well, Bitcoin ETF allows the investment firms who already have a built-in client base to offer a new product to their client base, which already trusts them. Have they already spent money with them? Absolutely. Would they likely spend more money with them if they offered them a new product to invest in? Absolutely. How many of those current clients have heard about cryptocurrency, but were too afraid and too conservative to really physically buy the absolute hard asset? But if they had a way to buy an ETF which controlled the hard asset, would they do it? Absolutely. Well, that's where we're at. That's what Litecoin Trust is. That's what the Grayscale Trusts do. It allows the ordinary people who aren't, what do they call it? The investors that have, what do they call accredited investors. I mean, you make 250 grand a year or more. You have X amount of assets. That's an accredited investor. So most of those guys that deal with Blackrock and Vanguard are accredited investors. So they have a lot more money than the average person like me and you. Well, you might have as much. I don't know. But the point is, it allows regular people to compete in that arena. So why consider investing in LTCN? Why? Why is this important? Why did you click that video? Why'd you click this video? Because LTCN can make you some serious Skrilla. Serious. Was Johnny Manziel? Right? You always are told diversification is good. So this is one reason why you should invest in LTCN. So diversification. LTCN allows investors to diversify their portfolio by adding exposure to Litecoin, a prominent cryptocurrency known for its speed and low transaction fees. LTCN and Litecoin are one and the same. LTCN is the trust of Litecoin. So Litecoin's an OG. It's been around forever since Bitcoin, right? Should trust it. Accessibility. It's another reason why you should consider LTCN. Unlike buying and storing cryptocurrencies directly, which can be complex and require technical expertise, which it would, because if you want to, store your cryptocurrencies in a offsite wallet like a ledger or something like that, you got to know how to navigate all that. Most of you guys probably don't. Maybe you do. It's just a pain in the butt anyway. LTCN offers a straightforward investment option accessible through traditional brokerage accounts. Speaking of which, if you decide something like this is for you, you need a brokerage account. You can't get LTCN on Robinhood. There are other programs that I would recommend for Robinhood, but just not LTCN. You just can't get it. You need a traditional brokerage account like Charles Schwab. That's what I use. So for all you TD Ameritrade holders, well, TD Ameritrade was bought out by Charles Schwab, so they kind of merged. So there's other ones like E-Trade, but I use Charles Schwab, so I highly recommend Charles Schwab. And this is not, believe me, I wish. This is not a sponsored ad for Charles Schwab or anything. I'm not talking, and nothing sponsored yet. I'm willing, I'm open, but nothing sponsored. All right. Regulation and oversight. As a publicly traded trust, LTCN is subject to regulatory oversight, providing investors with a level of security and transparency often lacking in the cryptocurrency space. Another reason to consider LTCN Trust. Potential growth. With the increasing adoption of and recognition of cryptocurrencies, particularly Litecoin, investing in LTCN offers potential for capital appreciation over a long term as the cryptocurrency market continues to evolve. There's no question that cryptocurrencies have had the largest return, even more than the stock market over its span. So, 401ks, listen, I'm not going to be here telling people to stop investing in their 401ks, but let me ask you a simple question. Maybe you don't know anyone like this, but how many people of high net worth have a 401k? How many millionaires do you think have a 401k? 401k are for poor people, average people like me and you. Okay? Why do you think that is? We have to start thinking like the top 1%. What are they doing to increase their wealth? So you can either do what everyone else is doing and get the same results, or you can veer a little bit, just a little bit, off the unbeaten path, and maybe you'll get a different result. That's what this opportunity is about. LTCN is another opportunity that could potentially change your family's life, change your life. All right. What considerations before investing? What should you consider before investing? Well, volatility. Obviously, volatility, like in cryptocurrencies. Litecoin's price can be highly volatile, just like anything. Volatility is a good thing because the more volatile, the more opportunity you have to make money. But just like that, on the flip side, you have a great likelihood of losing money. So you have to have that intestinal fortitude. You got to be strong in the mind. All right. Market risk. The value of LTCN is influenced by various factors, including market sentiment, regulatory developments, and technological advancements in cryptocurrency space. It's important for investors to conduct thorough research and stay informed about market trends. You should do that about anything you invest in. Excuse me. A little coffee with cinnamon. If you never put cinnamon in your coffee, you're missing it. I'm telling you right now, you're missing it. Fees and expenses. Investors should be aware of the fees associated by investing in LTCN, including management fees and other expenses, which can impact overall returns. How's that any different than any other investment? You don't think there are people taking management fees? Obviously. So you just need to understand that's a part of this, just like it's a part of everything else. In conclusion, LTCN offers investors a regulated and convenient avenue to gain exposure to Litecoin, one of the leading cryptocurrencies in the market. However, as with many investments, careful consideration and risks and potential rewards are essential. So that's it in a nutshell. I don't want to keep this too long. I want to say this. I am not the most knowledgeable about this. So that's why I'm leaving a link to Ethan Invests in my description. And there's another guy named Cesar Knows Crypto. He's a TA guy, big TA guy. And he'll say some things that kind of, may make you question certain things, but that's his job. He's a TA guy. So and nothing's set in stone. These are guesses. No one knows for certain what can happen. But here's what I do know. LTCN was around the last bull run. When the last bull run came about in LTCN 50x'd. 50x'd. Pretty simple math, right? Whatever you had in there at that time, times 50. So what does history have a tendency to do? To repeat itself. I want to take a chance on stuff like that. I missed the Bitcoin, revolution back at 13 when Bitcoin was $100. XRP was dirt cheap. Dogecoin, I didn't really miss Dogecoin. I kind of caught Dogecoin pretty good, but back then when it wasn't really talked about, when it was just, in the back rooms, people, hey, you know about cryptocurrency, right? I know people don't like us talking about it, but it's the next thing. Well, it is. And now it's becoming more mainstream. And imagine 5 years from now, the next bull run, 4 years from now, the next bull run. The bull run's going to be around April sometime. I don't know a specific date, but if you go Google the crypto bull run or the crypto halving, usually after the halving is a bull run. So the crypto halving, that's in 4 years. So it's every 4 years. You need to be prepared. Do not miss this opportunity. This is going to be the largest bull run in history. history. So you need to be prepared for that. Not financial advice. I don't think I said that in the beginning, but I need to say it now. I am not telling you what to invest in. I'm not giving you guidance. I'm not a certified investment. I'm none of that. I'm just a dude recording a video talking about something that I'm invested in. So if you see value in that, that's up to you. So if you invest in something based on what I'm talking about and you make money, great, good on you. But if you lose money, that's on you. Not me, you. If I make money, I'm good, right? If I lose money, I'm not going to blame all my viewers or people that are listening. I'm not going to blame anyone. That's the choice I made because I'm an adult. But here's what I will say. I'm not a sheep. I've never been that person. I don't like following everything everyone else does because I'm smart enough to look around and kind of observe and say, hey, if I keep doing everything everyone else does, then I'll probably get everything everyone else does. But I like that. That looks more interesting. That reaps a better return, but it requires risk. What has ever been achieved in this world without risk? Remember that. So I want to thank you guys for watching my video. Appreciate it. Like, subscribe, hit the bell notification. And you know, as usual, until next time, I'm going to try to bring you quality videos showing my face, at least expressing something that I'm passionate about, which is cryptocurrency. And listen, share. I want to grow this channel. I want to grow it with you. So I need more subscribers. So I hope this video hits you home, hits you in the heart, and you do something. If you don't, that's on you. I'm doing it. Hit that link in the description. Go check out Ethan Invests. And until next time, peace.